Not a lot of undefeated clubs left after 3 weeks, and we're going to have one fewer in a little bit. We're off in a battle of 3-0 teams. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Purdy. His first throw is an interception. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position, but to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
They saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
That one splits the uprights. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it bounces out of the end zone. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively. Chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm.
Putting a receiver in motion.
He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively. Chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He throws a bullet deep to the... That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you totally flip the field and the tone of this drive. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing.
Purdy throwing here on 1st.
Field position, by hitting on that shot.
This finds down. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. This finds down. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red Purdy on first down. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense. But it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an
going to the ground again on first. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with. First and goal.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Avani Kanda. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. Third down. Once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. Third down. Once again, he doesn't manage much. Play action now with Purdy. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. From the gun is Purdy. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints to reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Is Purdy. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans! That one right down the middle. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. They'll get this drive started. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick 6 touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints take the lead here 14-7 in the first. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. 14-7 in the first. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. That pick 6 as it's sent away. Return as this bounces through the end zone. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. Able to hit home, complete. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Gets this one to Shaheed. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
It's a 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game,
here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time.
one happy camper.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler. That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
They give on 2nd to Hall. We'll cobble together a yard there. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. Offense up to the line fast. Give to Hall on the draw. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Okay, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart those guys on the other side. But that defense, they were dialed in for that draw. Okay, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7.
They were dialed in for that draw.
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. They're going for this. Throw caught by his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless. So close to a big loss.
They've got a man in motion.
1 second sooner, and a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless. So close to a big loss.
They've got a man in motion.
1 second sooner, and a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10 now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field. If he has any space deep, that space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field. If he has any space deep, that space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He's on the move. Hauled in by Gray. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play. I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st down throw by Purdy. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and
to throw again, it's Purdy.
They're not open very long.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker. Particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels
2nd and 1.
they were able to track him down before an even bigger run.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. They get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll Throwing from the gun here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing it again on second down. Wilson's got it. And they bring him down around the 34. Throwing it again on second down. Wilson's got it. And they bring him down around the 34. Throwing it again on second down. Wilson's got it. And they bring him down. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Back now, pressure on its way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So it's going to be 4th and short. That one is incomplete. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. So it's going to be 4th and short. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll kick things up from the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll kick things up from the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Offense in the hurry up here. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completes this one to Gray. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose. Kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose. Kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Purdy gonna go on 4th. He's got to his running back. Now he's past the 25. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or do shredding a defense just like that. I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips.
Oh, is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints keep their drive alive and reach Pater 1 play later. Is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Hall once more. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. From the 42.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
He's only able to power this forward for 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's Allen again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. It's Allen again. He's 1st down, and they go right back to him. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate. There's a whole lot of traffic in the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he can only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
He ran right into some gridlock, and he can only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing now, off play action. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Throwing now, off play action. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. He's intercepted again.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. You got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed. Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just forcing.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Hall takes it straight ahead. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Hall gets it again on 2nd down. And this time, they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. Working quickly here. They'll throw on 3rd and long. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. They're going play action. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Jets trailing on the scoreboard. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast. Third down give to Hall. And they take him down right along the 30. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Koo able to put it through. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he works his way for a gain of 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Even if this QB knew from the very get-go somebody be waiting for him, there's no chance he was going to salvage that play. I'd be surprised if he even got a second to look upfield before he was greeted with the big old open arms for an easy sack.
Third and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Jets football. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Airing it out to start this drive. That's complete to Wilson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. He's throwing deep to the left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
Purdy on first down. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more.
I think you're watching my screen. There's no way, shape, or form if you know where all
this
the.
is a chip shot from the left hash.
I think you're watching my screen, bro.
And it is good. No problems
Oh, I'm just
there on the
back in
shorter
the room.
attempt. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense in the hurry up here. They go right back to Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, Hall gets it again. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's Hall on the give. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To the air, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Working quickly here.
First down, Jets.
First and 10, looking to throw. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Now, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Second and 10 now. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Try to run for it with Hall. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Pickup of 2 here. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Saints have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
All right, here we go. Second down. Dom's the man in motion right. Now the give as they set up the jet sweep. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Hits him on the out route. It's a pickup of 11. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down throw by Purdy. This finds Dobbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to push forward to the 25. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Play action now with Purdy. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. A give left side for Hall. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action on first down. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
They give on second to Hall. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Offense in the hurry up here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Finds his target, Hall. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing from the gun here. Lays out left side and gets it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 12. And the Jets first down.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's got it near the 8. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets making the scoreboard look a touch better. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Now the Jets keeping the offense on the field. They're going to go for 2. They kick the running back in motion. He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Juke the defender. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They only get one, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Throwing the out route complete. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Cheese plays.
Great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Purdy setting up that play action. That's into the hands of Dobbs. He gets loose down the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints put up even more points in a win. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Saints grow their lead yet again.
I don't ever want to hear you talk about anybody running cheese plays in the chat. Because if you do, I'm going to boot you. You run the same thing that everybody else runs.
Zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Man in motion here. Back now, pressure on its way. Wilson on the slant. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it. But these are the kind of gains by the running back to keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Working quickly here. Trying again, Hall. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. They're going to look to throw on 3rd and goal. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Desperation time here on 4th. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets putting up points in a game decided. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Now looking to throw. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The tight end gets it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That's not going to show up as a first down gained on the stat sheet, but I don't think they are disappointed with the results. Hey, listen, that's good yardage and a nice change of pace for their ground game.
Here's 2nd and 5. Hits his running back. Breaks through, and he might break away. This play goes for 36. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
That's good for us Saints. First comes in at the 28-yard line.
Here's a give to Hall. He's taken down after gaining a couple. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Here's Hall once more. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Tight end gets it running forward. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense,
Really?
offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Hit the ball!
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And the kickoff is... out of the end zone, touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Trying to set this up quick. Here's 2nd and 11. Watson with the catch. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Motioning the tight end now. Pass play on 1st and 10. Well, he shot his shot, Brock, but they couldn't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Gets this one to Shaheed. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
Jets 35.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And that's recovered by the Saints, who are going to win this football game. Well, even with that kick, wasn't much chance of pulling off the late comeback, and now that they've